following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, the home for great games.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome back to the MLB 68 replay here exclusively on the Replay Sports Channel. It's June the 3rd, 1968, and we've got a Monday night baseball game for you. The Detroit Tigers at 25 and 23 are visiting Fenway Park to take on the Boston Red Sox, sitting at 26 and 21. I'm your host, Glenn Walker, and we'll take you around the starting lineups and play ball here very shortly. A couple of other games to tell you about going on while this one's going on. Minnesota will be at New York taking on the Yankees. The White Sox will be in Cleveland taking on the Indians. California will be at first place Baltimore. Atlanta will be visiting Cincinnati, and then later on the West Coast, the National League second place Pittsburgh Pirates will be taking on the third place Los Angeles Dodgers. We'll go ahead and load the lineups and go over those for you. For the Detroit Tigers, McAuliffe, second baseman, will be leading off. Center fielder Stanley will be batting second. Northrup will be batting third. Freehan, the catcher, will be batting cleanup. Willie Horton, the left fielder, will be batting fifth. Eddie Matthews, third baseman, batting sixth. Cash, the first baseman, batting seventh. Euler at shortstop, batting eighth. And Joe Sparma will be batting ninth. And taking a look at the Boston Red Sox. Tartabull in center field will lead off. Foy at third base, batting second. Yastrzemski in left field, batting third. Harrelson, cleanup man, in right field. Jones at second base, batting fifth. Scott, first baseman, batting sixth. Petrocelli, the shortstop, batting seventh. Howard catching tonight, batting eighth. And Jose Santiago, pitching for the Red Sox, will be batting ninth. So you're in Fenway Park, where it's Detroit against Boston. Joe Sparma will get the start for Detroit. He's made 11 starts on the year. He's 2-7 with an ERA of 4.66. This will be his first start against Boston this season. He'll be opposed by Jose Santiago for Boston, who's made 10 starts on the year and is 4-2 with an ERA of 2.95. This will be his second start against Detroit. He's 1-0 with a 0 ERA against Detroit. Special note about Boston shortstop Rico Petrocelli. He is riding an 11-game hitting streak. It's 78 degrees here. Wind coming from right to left. And home plate umpire Ed Runge is going to signal us to play ball.
Play ball!
And leading off for the Tigers will be Dick McAuliffe, the second baseman, batting .238, has hit 9 home runs and 24 RBIs. This one's a ground ball, gets past the shortstop, and good for a single. So McAuliffe gets things off to a great start for the Tigers. Center fielder Mickey Stanley, batting second, hitting .295, has hit 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. Ground ball in between first and second. It's going to make contact with the wall. McAuliffe's going to round third and head for home. And Stanley has a stand-up triple, his second on the season. So Detroit with the fireworks early. And they take a 1-0 lead here early at Fenway Park. Jim Northrup, right fielder, batting .267. 23 RBIs, 7 home runs. High fly ball to center field. Tartable's going to camp underneath it. Stanley checks up at third, heads for home. Tartable throws, and it's not going to be in time. And the Tigers are up 2-0 with 1 out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Bill Freehan. Freehan hitting .274, 10 home runs, 27 RBIs. Grounder, Santiago is going to chase it down and then underhand toss over to Scott for the out. Out number 2. Willie Horton, the left fielder, batting .217, 11 home runs, 27 RBIs. And Santiago swings and misses on a strike 3 call, and that will end the top of the first for Detroit. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. And we're through a half an inning, and Detroit off to a great start. They lead it 2-0. The Red Sox coming up to bat. Jose Tartable to lead things off for the Red Sox. Tartable hitting .297, 7 RBIs, no home runs. Fly ball to center field. Stanley's going to camp underneath it. 1 away. Third baseman Joe Foy is the next batter, batting .214, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. Yastrzemski is on deck, waiting his turn.
Dead ball!
Ooh. And Sparma reluctant there. Pitched him high and tight, right in the midsection. That'll bring up Carl Yastrzemski, left fielder, hitting .292, 8 home runs, 20 RBIs. 1 out, Foy on at first for Yastrzemski. Fly ball, left field. Horton to the big scoreboard, makes the out. Foy's going to hold up at first. And that'll bring up the cleanup man, Ken Harrelson. Batting .323, 11 home runs, 34 RBIs already here as the calendar just flips into Grounder towards Euler, throws back to first in time. So nothing across the bottom of the first. We're through 1, and Detroit leads it 2-0. Fenway Park on a Monday night here in our 1968 replay. The dimensions: 308 feet left field, 334 left center, 390 center field, 379 right center, 302 right field. Expected batters this inning for the Tigers: Matthews, Cash, and Euler. Eddie Matthews, the third baseman, hitting .282, 5 RBIs. Digs in to face Santiago. Fly ball. Tartable to the warning track. His back to the wall makes the catch for the out. Norm Cash, first baseman. Batting .219, 7 home runs, 17 RBIs. Fly ball to right field. Harrelson makes the catch to retire Cash. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Ray Euler. Not off to a good start this year, hitting .188. 7 RBIs.
Pull.
And he'll draw the walk here. A 2-out walk, top of the second. Bottom of the order, pitcher Joe Sparma. Facing 2 outs, Euler on at first. That one's going to get by Howard, and Euler's going to ease into first.
Strike 3.
Sparma swings and misses, and that will retire the side for Detroit in the top of the second. Expected batters for Boston coming up: Jones, Scott, and Petrocelli. Dalton Jones, second baseman, hitting .222, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Fly ball, center field. Stanley on the warning track makes the out. Your umpires for tonight's game: Ed Runge manning home plate, John Rice at first base, Cal Drummond at second, and Jim Odom at third. George Scott at first, having a struggle in the start of this season, batting .178, 1 home run, 17 RBIs. Fly ball to left. Horton camps underneath it, makes the catch. 2 away. Rico Petrocelli in the midst of an 11-game hitting streak. Batting .239, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. 2 out, nobody on. Boston down 2-0. Ground ball, scooped up by Euler, throws to first in time. And 1-2-3 go the Red Sox in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third, and just a reminder, after we're done with the third inning, we're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. 5 other games in action. Earlier today, St. Louis won 4-2 at Houston. Lou Brock, 3 for 5, a home run and 2 RBIs. And in San Francisco, the Giants defeated the Phillies 6-4. Top of the order coming up, Dick McAuliffe. Got things going for Detroit with his single in the first inning. And another base hit as he gets this one by Rico Petrocelli. into left field. Mickey Stanley. He drilled that triple that scored McAuliffe all the way from first base. There goes the runner. And the throw from Howard is in time. McAuliffe is caught stealing. One away. Stanley's looking at the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball to right. Harrelson's going to race forward to catch up with it, and he makes the catch. Jim Northrup, we mentioned Rico Petrocelli earlier. Northrup has a hitting streak of his own. He's hit safely into 8 games. He flew out to get a sacrifice fly to center field that scored Stanley in the first inning. Nice dive. By Petrocelli to end the inning. So after 2.5, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Detroit leads 2-0. We head to the bottom of the third. Expected batters are Howard, Santiago, and Tartable. Elston Howard. .236, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. Ground ball between first and second, and Howard is safe on first. Pitcher Jose Santiago up to the plate. Howard on at first, no outs. Ground ball toward Matthews, and he's going to turn the double play. Gets to McAuliffe at second, and then finally over to Cash at first. A nice little 5-4-3 double play. So 2 gone, bases are empty. And that'll bring up the top of the order. Jose Tartable flew out to center field in his first at bat of the evening. Ground ball over McAuliffe's head and into right field. So 2 out. Tartable on at first. And that'll bring up third baseman Joe Foy. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Austin down 2-0 here early in this contest. There goes the runner. And Tartable will be caught stealing, and that will be the end of the third. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors. We've completed 3. Detroit leads it 2-0. Let's take you to the out-of-town scoreboard and take a look at action around the league. Pittsburgh at Los Angeles will be a little bit later. Top of the 4th inning, the Twins lead the Yankees 4-0. Top of the 5th, California is down 4-1 to the Orioles. Robinson with a home run. I don't know which Robinson that is. Either Brooks or Frank. I don't have the first name on that one. But Robinson scored a home run. First home run of the season. Bottom of the 5th, the Indians lead the White Sox 1-0. In the top of the 4th, the Braves and the Reds are tied 1 apiece. That's your out-of-town scoreboard. We're in the top of the 4th inning here at Fenway Park. Beautiful mid-70-degree early June evening. Hope it's nice wherever you are. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Replay Sports channel. Freehan, Horton, and Matthews are the expected batters. Jose Santiago preparing to deliver the pitch to Freehan. Freehan ground out to the pitcher in his first at bat. High fly ball. Yastrzemski camps underneath it. 1 away. So those of you that follow history, as Willie Horton prepares to his next at bat, knows that early June 1968, very historical, of course, marking the tragedy of the assassination of Robert Kennedy. This also had an impact on Major League Baseball. Earlier in the season, the regular season was delayed in getting started because of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. There would be no Saturday afternoon television coverage of Major League Baseball following Robert Kennedy's assassination. On June the 8th, the broadcast networks showed live coverage of Robert Kennedy's funeral. So our next broadcast, keeping with the historical replay, will now be June the 15th. And both of these teams will either be Detroit at Chicago or Boston at Cleveland. So just kind of letting you know what's happening there. Willie Horton struck out to end the top of the 1st in his last at bat. Fly ball toward Yastrzemski. He's up against that scoreboard, against the the green monster. Makes the catch. That was right at the 308 sign. So 2 out, nobody on for Eddie Matthews. Flew out to center field in the 2nd inning. And then he turned that real nice double play for Detroit in the bottom of the 3rd. Pop fly, center field. Tartable camps underneath it. 1-2-3 go the Tigers in the top of the 4th. They still cling to a 2-0 lead. Yastrzemski, Harrelson, and Jones will be your scheduled batters coming up. Correction, Joe Foy will be the batter. He was at bat when Tartable was caught stealing.
Strike 3.
And Foy swings and misses on that one. Out number 1, Carl Yastrzemski, the next batter. He flew out to left field in his first at bat. This one's going toward left field. Up against the Green Monster. And Yastrzemski with his 13th double of the 1968 season. Thought it had a chance to clear the Green Monster, but it kind of dovetailed there at the last moment. Horton then scooped it up and then threw it back in. Yastrzemski holding up at second. So a runner in scoring position for the Red Sox, one out for the right fielder Ken Harrelson. Harrelson coming into the game hitting .323 and 11 home runs. Red Sox fans starting to make some noise here at Fenway. Drops in to Stanley for the out. And he throws it back to second, and he's tagged by McAuliffe. So a rare 8-4 double play. How about that? So Stanley catches it, and then Yastrzemski is off the base. Stanley quickly throws it back over to McAuliffe manning the base, and he tags Yastrzemski. An 8-4 double play, an L8-4 double play. So we're through 4 innings. Detroit still leads it 2-0. Cash, Euler, and Sparma are going to be your batters. Bottom third of your Tiger starting lineup. Cash flew out to right field in his last at bat. Santiago waiting for the signal from Howard. Fly ball, center field. Going back is Tartable to the warning track, makes the catch, one away. Euler at short was issued a walk in his first plate appearance in the second inning. Grounder to Foy, throws it back to first in time, 2 away. Sparma getting the start tonight on short rest. Manager Mayo Smith did tell us before the game he would be keeping an eye on Sparma, but Sparma's been doing quite well. Through 4 innings, has allowed just 3 Red Sox hits. Fly ball, Tartable has the catch, and 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. Go to the bottom half of the 5th. Jones, Scott, and Petrocelli coming up to bat. We mentioned Sparma pitching on short rest. We do look over at the bullpen and see a couple of pitchers beginning to loosen up. Brabant and Patterson. Dalton Jones flew out to center field in the second inning. Grounder to Matthews, throws to first in time. Now bring up George Scott. Scott flew out to left field in his first at bat. Scott watches that one go by for strike 3. Sparma with his second strikeout of the game. And that will bring up Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli on an 11-game hitting streak. Grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. Ground ball between short and third, and Petrocelli has safely hit a single, and the hitting streak continues into his 12th game. 2 outs, Petrocelli on at first for the catcher Elston Howard. Howard chased that one out of the strike zone for a strike 3. So the Red Sox leave one man on base. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Tigers still lead at 2-0. Top of the order, McAuliffe, Stanley, and Northrop. McAuliffe has had a nice night. 2 for 2, 2 singles. McAuliffe took a nice cut, but he comes up empty. Strike 3. Santiago with his 3rd strikeout victim of the night. Mickey Stanley, 1 of 2 this evening. Fly ball right field, up against the wall. Harrelson makes the catch. 2 away. Jim Northrop, 8-game hitting streak, 0 for 2 tonight. Fly ball right field. Harrelson to the track. And 3 outs. So the Tigers, the last 3 innings have gone 3 up, 3 down. They still hold on to a 2-0 lead. And we're going to see a pitching change here for Detroit. Sparma is not coming out of the dugout. Mayo Smith has made the decision to go with Dennis Rabant, right-hander. .287 ERA, 4 strikeouts, 11 hits, 1 home run. Pitched 15 2/3 innings. He'll start his warm-up pitches here. Take a look at Sparma's night. Pitched 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, no runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Rabant's ready to go. Santiago's ready to go. And we're ready to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Grounder to Euler. Euler throws it back to first. Oh, and Cash mishandled that one. A low throw by Euler, and he's going to get called for the error. It's E6 if you're keeping track. Score at home, E6. So Santiago on at first. And I think we're going to see a base runner for Santiago. Yep. Boston manager Dick Williams is going to bring in a base runner. And look, it's going to be Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith's going to come in and run. For Santiago. So Santiago's night is done. is a Tartable, 1 of 2. Grounder towards second. McAuliffe throws to short, back to first, but not in time. So 4-6 force out. Tartable makes it to first on the fielder's choice. So 1 away. Tartable on at first. Joe Foy up to bat. Foy 0 for 1. Struck out back in the 4th inning. This one snagged by Raban. He makes the safe throw over to second. Gets Tartable. Foy is safe at first. 1-4 force out. And Foy is on at first. Now bring up Carl Yastrzemski. 2 outs, 1 on. Yastrzemski, the tying run here. This one's going to go down the first base line. It stays fair. And Cash will handle it himself. Ball unassisted by Cash. That'll end the inning. So we are through 6 innings. We'll have a pitching change coming up for Boston. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard real quick. Top of the 7th now. The Twins now lead at 4-0. Bottom of the 7th. Baltimore with a 4-1 lead over California. Bottom of the 7th in Cleveland, and Indians lead at 3-0. And the top of the 6th, the Braves have jumped out to a 3-1 lead over the Reds. Pirates and Dodgers a little bit later. Bill Landis, left-hander, coming in to relieve Santiago. So Santiago pitched 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Attendance for tonight's game, 17,522. Bill Freehan up to bat, 0 for 2 tonight. This one will bounce into center field for a single. And that'll bring up Willie Horton. 0 for 2 tonight. Strike out and fly out to left field. 1 man on, no out.
Strike 3, Hero!
And Horton, watch that one go by. For strike 3, 1 out. Eddie Matthews up, 0 for 2 tonight. Both of them fly outs to center field. Gave Tartable a run both times. Had to go to the warning track. This was going to get by Howard. And Freehan's going to advance to second. Full count coming up for Eddie Matthews.
Strike 3, you're out.
Swing and a miss. Matthews goes down. 2 away. Now bring up the first baseman, Norm Cash. 0 for 2. Flew out to right and flew out to center. Free and on at second. Pop up. Howard gonna chase it back. Does he have an opportunity? Yes. 7th inning stretch. Red Sox fans in fine fettle. Harrelson, Jones, and Scott up to bat this inning. Red Sox trail 2-0. Brabant on the hill for the Tigers. Harrelson 0 for 2. Grounder toward Matthews. Matthews throws it to first. In time, 1 away. Dalton Jones 0 for 2. Flew out to center, grounded out to third. Both teams 4 hits each tonight. This one's a line drive. Matthews makes the catch. Matthews has been quite busy in the field tonight. George Scott 0 for 2 tonight, struck out in his last at bat in the 5th inning. Ground ball to Matthews. He's having problems with it, and he's not going to be able to make the throw. Score that is new 5. Tigers manager Mayo Smith calls time, and he's going to make a pitching change here. That's going to be it for Brabant tonight. And we're going to see right-hander Darrell Patterson coming in, and he'll begin his warm-up pitchers. So Brabant lasted an inning and 2/3. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Patterson enters the game, a 0.49 ERA, 5-2 win-loss record, 1 save, 14 strikeouts. He inherits the situation, 2 outs, 1 man on. Petrocelli at bat. Patterson waiting the sign for clear. Petrocelli digging into the box.
Strike 3.
Petrocelli swings and misses. And down go the Red Sox in the bottom of the 7th. Go to the top of the 8th. It'll be Euler, Patterson, and McAuliffe. Ray Euler, 0 for 1 tonight.
Strike 3.
Euler swings and misses on strike 3. One away. That'll bring up the pitcher, Darrell Patterson. His first at bat of the season.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. 2 away. Top of the order, Dick McAuliffe. 2 for 3 tonight. Ground ball toward Foy. Foy throws it over to first. So 1, 2, 3 goes Tigers at the top of the third. We go to the top of the eighth, sorry. We go to the bottom of the eighth, and it will be Howard, Landis, and Tartable. Elston Howard, 1 for 2 tonight. Red Sox down 2-0. Ground ball to McAuliffe. Patterson covering first makes the catch in time. Bill Landis, the pitcher, 0 for 1 this season. This one directly hit toward Patterson. Throws over to first, 2 away. Ninth inning at Yankee Stadium. The Twins holding on to a 4-0 lead over the Yankees. Tartable, 1 for 3. Trying to get something started here for the Red Sox. Ground ball bouncing into left center field. Base hit for Tartable. Tying run at the plate, Joe Foy, 0 for 2. 2 out, 1 man on for Foy. High fly ball, left field, going, it's gone. Joe Foy with a game-tying home run. 3rd home run of the year for Joe Foy. That one cleared the Green Monster, 325 feet. And the Red Sox fans who didn't leave are glad they stayed. That'll bring up Carl Yastrzemski. Game now tied 2 apiece. Patterson will walk Yastrzemski. And Mayo Smith's going to make another visit to the mound. What will he do here? He's going to go for another right-hander, Fred Lasher. So Patterson's night is done. Lasher will be the next Detroit pitcher. Patterson pitched 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Lasher finishes his warm-up pitches, and he's prepared to take on Ken Harrelson. Yastrzemski on at first, 2 out for Ken Harrelson. High fly ball, center field. Stanley camps underneath it for the third out. We go to the top of the ninth inning. Tied at 2 apiece. Stanley, Northrup, and Freehan are the up-and-coming batters for Detroit. Mickey Stanley, 1 for 3 tonight. Hit a triple in the first inning. Ground ball into left field. Stanley, the winning run at first. That'll bring up Jim Northrup. Northrup 0 for 2 tonight. Ground ball into center field. Stanley holds up at second. Northrup with the single. Bill Freehan, 1 for 3. Has 27 RBIs this season. No outs. Stanley at second, Northrup at first. Landis delivers.
Ball four. Take your base.
He walks Northrup. Walks Freehan. The bases are loaded. Bases loaded for Willie Horton. 0 for 3 tonight. No outs. Manager Dick Williams is going to leave Landis in there.
Strike three. You're out.
Horton watches a curveball go in for strike 3. 1 away. Eddie Matthews comes to the plate. 0 for 3 tonight. No home runs this season, only 5 RBIs. Horton has struck out 3 times tonight.
Strike three. You're out.
And Matthews watches strike 3 go by. Landis is working his way out of a jam. Bases still loaded, 2 out, and Norm Cash, the first baseman. Landis has thrown 6 strikeouts. Cash awaits the pitch. Oh, there's going to be a conference with Howard first. Now they set back up. High fly ball. Tartable in center makes the catch. So the Tigers leave 3 men on base and cannot produce a run. We're tied 2 apiece. And it comes down to the bottom of the ninth. Jones, Scott, and Petrocelli. Hold on to your hats, everybody. Dalton Jones, 0 for 3. That one will drop in to center field for a hit. Jones safely on at first. That'll bring up George Scott. Scott does have a game-winning RBI this season. Asher shakes his head. Freehan finally gives him the signal he's looking for. Here's to deliver. Down the first base line. Cash throws to second. Oyler down to first, double play. So 2 outs, nobody on for Rico Petrocelli. 1 for 3 tonight. 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Austin Howard on deck. High fly ball, center field. Stanley back, makes the catch, and we're going to extra innings. Free baseball, everybody. So Oyler, Lasher, and McAuliffe get us started here in the top of the 10th. Grounder toward Petrocelli. Back over to first, 1 away. And Detroit's going to go pitch hitter here, I think. Yeah, they're going to go pitch hitter. Don Wert's coming in to pitch hit. Wirt hitting .218, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. Grounder, short one, over to Petrocelli, easy throw to first. 2 away. Top of the order, Dick McAuliffe. Fly ball, right field. Harrelson camps underneath it. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Tigers in the top of the 10th. Howard, Landis, and Tartabull are the expected batters. Mayo Smith's going to stick with his right-handers. He's going to bring in Earl Wilson. Fifth pitcher coming in for Detroit. Austin Howard, 1 for 3. Bottom of the 10th inning. That'll drop into left center for a single. Bill Landis.
Strike 3.
Swung and missed on that one. 1 away. Bring up the top of the order, Jose Tartabull. 2 for 4 tonight. Ground ball gets between the shortstop and third baseman. Tartabull with his 3rd hit tonight. Howard moves on to second. Joe Ford. 1 for 3 tonight. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Howard on at second, Tartabull at first. High fly ball. Ricky Stanley in the center field going to catch that one. Howard's going to hold up at second. So 2 away. 2 men on for Carl Yastrzemski. He has 3 game-winning RBIs on the season. Trying to get another one here. Ground ball into left center. Going home as Howard makes the slide, and he wins the game for the Red Sox. Elston Howard. And the Red Sox come from behind to defeat the Tigers 3-2. Your winning pitcher for the Red Sox is Landis. His record will improve to 4-3. Earl Wilson will take the loss. He drops to 6-3. Joe Foy is your Replay Sports Channel player of the game. 1 for 4, a home run, 2 RBIs. Thank you once again for watching the MLB 68 replay here exclusively on Replay Sports Channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Again, our next broadcast, we'll move ahead to June 15th, and we'll either have these Tigers taking on the White Sox or these Red Sox taking on the Indians. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one.